SAMI received a grant last summer to build a community studio, and my friend Ethan Bates, who's on the other part of this call.
He's on the Zoom call.
He's on the Zoom part of this call.
Right there.
So Scott, tell him how much that grant was for, because it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, we were so blessed by the North Central Health Care Services provided us a grant for around, I think it was right at $93,400 to build a community studio. It would be build the studio under the guidance of my friend Ethan Bates and several other people, Neil McTavish, James Shaw,
I don't know all the names.
Matt Call.
Oh, Matt, yeah.
Yeah, and all these wonderful people that helped, and we've got Brittany and Hans Reese are helping us as engineers, and Gibson Wells.
They just finished building a really cool console to go in the studio, which will be awesome.
So as soon as
days at Milliken recording all-night sessions, it's so cool.
There you go. And once the governor gives us clearance to start gathering at some point in the future, who knows when that'll be? There's I'm hoping that people will be able to start taking advantage of that. It's not quite ready. I would anticipate by mid-May, Ethan will be able to start doing testing in there, and just with 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
Obviously, social distancing is an issue when you're trying to record music together. Hi, Rhonda.
So we have Tammy Sherman Douglas has joined the call. I think I already said, Derek, did we already say you're here?
Yeah,
hi, Derek.
The amazing Derek Coleman.
Rhonda Culbertson, hey, it's great to see you. Thanks for being on the call. And we didn't quite get the connection to work. Supposedly Zoom, which is right here, and all of our Zoom friends are here.
I'm watching this one. You watch that one.
Yeah, supposedly I was supposed to be able to send the live stream to Facebook. It tried, but it kept crashing on us. So we're doing this
simultaneously.
Two separate devices.
Yeah.
So I want to share with you something that Scott and I, we do this sometimes, and this morning we walked up and down the driveway here at the farm and
You had me scared for a second. I didn't know what you were going to say.
Oh, it's not X-rated or anything. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tammy. Oh my gosh. It's just... Tammy says I look beautiful. That's only because I put some lipstick on. That's like all the makeup I've been wearing for the past several weeks.
Me too.
I have nothing on.
That's all I wear is
Oh
lipstick.
my gosh. And Scott and I'm happy to report. Oh, I love Burt's Bees.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, Kitty's showing us Burt's Bees.
kidding.
It's my favorite shade.
I thought this was just a little experiment that you guys were doing. I didn't know it was going to be seen, or I would have put some on.
Oh, you look great.
Well, you're only being seen to a very small group.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
This is not fun.
Yeah.
You're in the very small Zoom community.
Yes, right.
So, Vickie, you're going to tell us a story.
So yeah,
We're not quite the Partridge Family, but still.
I wanted to share with you one of the things we're doing to help stay focused on the future instead of stewing or worrying about what's happening right now, that stuff that's out of our control. We usually walk up and down our farm driveway. Sometimes we're out in the pasture when we do this, walking in the edge of the field. But we speak about the future as if it's already happened. And so this morning we choose what's going to be on the agenda, what topics we're going to have in our future, what point in time in the future it is. So we picked about 3 years out, and we literally hold the conversation as if we're in that spot in time.
Really?
And we talk to the people who are in our team meeting, and we give them time to respond to us, and then we sort of hear, what comes to mind, and
This is what happens when you've been locked up this long. Yeah.
We're not locked up.
You're listening. This is active listening. Super cool. Yeah.
And it probably sounds crazy, but we also connect it with our prayer life. So, like, if ideas came to us when we were having our conversation about the future, then we'll add it into our prayer life. And it just, I don't know, it just feels just like a healthy place to put your brain in a future that's going well.
And
and it actually reprograms where your mindset is, which is
there's actual like research that shows that the when you refire your neurons, that they rewire, and so you can help manifest your future by doing those kind of things.
Yeah, and I find it helps me with anxiety, because sometimes I struggle with anxiety about different things, and I find if I focus on what the future is going to look like in my mind, that the anxiety subsides. So it happens when I play guitar, because it allows me to focus right in the moment. But I think verbally we can all do that also when we're having our conversations about really saying, okay, here's what I'm going to do in the future, and who knows what that surrounding looks like, but I can still do that thing in the future. Surroundings may be different, things might feel different, or interactions may be different. But
one of the things I've been also doing with that is I'll take a music gig that I'm longing to have in our future, for the band or for me and Scott, and then I'll picture some of you guys that maybe we've had in our audience before, and then I'll put you in that future, and in my head, I'll entertain usually it's with him, to all of you.
Yeah, it's really interesting. We both, and some of the folks on the call are worship leaders or sing in churches, and now we do where we record things ahead of time and send them, and then we also do a live streaming with just 2 or 3 musicians and a pastor in an empty church, and you're looking at the empty church, but it does help to picture those people that you would normally set there, and again, it's like using your mind to stimulate the reality of, hey, I'm doing this for you. I'm playing this worship music. I can't see you physically, but in my mind, I still see you there.
Yep.
And
I'll send you a big full-size cardboard cutout.
That would be great.
Nice.
So Scotty, I don't know if you remember Mike Hatfield, and Vickie, you probably remember Mike, the sports psychologist.
Oh, yeah. He's fantastic.
Athletes have been doing this for years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they actually visualize everything about the routine that they're going to do.
Yep.
And they see themselves on the podium with the medal. They see
Rachel.
themselves doing all of this.
Good to see you.
And it really does help, rewire their neurons, like you said, and to make that happen. And it's crazy, but it really does work. And they even talk about like amputees, and different people that if you imagine in your mind's eye doing the exercises, it really changes. It's like you're having that workout. It's crazy. The mind is so much more powerful than we give it credit for. So I'm so glad you guys are practicing this and doing it. It's really great.
That's one of the. Sorry, go ahead.
Somebody was hearing Kitty's voice, and they recognized it on the other stream.
So would you guys smile for a moment? I'd like to point the phone camera at the Zoom screen. Do you mind?
That's fine.
We have Andrew on the...
All right, Andrew, here you go. There!
Hey.
This is like a very low-tech way.
Right. But then recognize my voice. Must say hey.
Oh.
Everyone recognizes you.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Everyone recognizes my hair and your voice.
Okay. All right. I'm not subtle.
That's a compliment.
That's right. I think so, too.
Andrew just said, I know that voice anywhere.
Aww. Good to see you.